Welcome to the How to File into an Existing Case for Cook County class. Let's get started. This portion of the training will cover how to file into an existing case in Cook County, Illinois. From the dashboard, click the Start Filing button. First, we'll click the Location drop-down menu to select the filing location. Here, we'll choose the court location where your case was filed. If you start typing Cook, you'll be taken to the part of the list with the Cook County locations. If you need help finding where your case was filed, visit cookcountyclerkofcourt.org/court case search /. Now click the File into Existing Case button. Select case number, then enter the case number and click the Search button. Cook County case numbers have different formats for different courts. Make sure you are typing in your case number correctly. If you don't know your case number or need help on how to type it in, visit www.cookcountyclerkofcourt.org. Please note that the Search by Party Name option will not function for Cook County. Check to make sure you have found the right case. On the right side, click on the Folder button to file into the case. The first page is Documents. Click Browse to upload documents you want to e-file. From the file directory on your computer or mobile device, click the document to upload, then click Open. The document name will appear with a trash can icon to the right. Clicking the trash can icon removes the document. To add more documents, click the Browse button and repeat the last few steps until all documents have been added. On the Filings page, you will be able to link your documents to each filing. If you forget to upload all your documents on this page, you can add documents again later. Click the Case Information button or the Skip to Filings button to move to the next page. All boxes that have a red star must be filled out. On the Case page, the information at the top of the page is already filled out and cannot be changed. At the bottom of the page, type in the case cross-reference ID number. Attorneys enter their Cook County attorney number. If you do not have a lawyer, type in the number 99500. Please note, your filings will be rejected if you don't type in this number. If you need to schedule a hearing date, click the Add Case Cross-Reference button. Another drop-down will display in the Case Cross-Reference Type section. Click the new drop-down and choose a type. Type the word Motion into the blank field to the right of the drop-down. If you're not sure whether a hearing date is needed, call the division or district where the case is filed. Contact information is on the clerk's office website at www.cookcountyclerkofcourt.org. When all required boxes are filled out, click the Parties button to move to the Parties page. On the Parties page, the parties on the case are already filled out and cannot be changed. You can add new parties, which we'll cover soon. To add an attorney to a party, click the pencil button to the right of the party. When you click the pencil button, the party highlights in blue. Next, click the Add Edit Attorneys button in the bottom left corner. On the Attorneys tab, select the checkbox to the left of the attorney's name you need to add. Then click the Lead Attorney button. On the Lead Attorney tab, click the Save button. The attorney will be listed to the right of the party. If you are using an individual account and don't have a lawyer, click the Attorney Information drop-down menu and select Pro Se. Pro Se means you don't have a lawyer. click the Filings button in the bottom right corner to move to the next page. On the Filings page, click the Filing Type drop-down menu and select a filing type. Choose e-file to send your documents to the court. If e-file and serve is a choice, select it to send your documents to the court and send a copy of your filed documents to the service contacts you choose in the next section. If serve is a choice, pick it to only send your documents to the service contacts you choose in the next section. This option will not send your documents to the court. Click the Filing Code drop-down menu and select the choice that matches the document you are filing. If you have more than one document to file, you will be able to pick a filing code for each document. If you do not know which filing code to choose, contact the court. After you select a filing code, fill out the optional fields as needed. Filing description is where you can describe your filing. Client reference number is what attorneys sometimes use to list a client or matter account number. Comments to court is where you can add details you want the court clerk to see. Click the Associated Parties button, if you see it, to choose which parties are sending that document to the court. Let's scroll down the screen and click on the Add Documents button. The screen that pops up lists the documents you added earlier. If you did not upload the document you need, click the Browse button to upload it now. Click the arrow next to the document that matches the filing code you selected. This moves the document to the selected column. Now click the Save button. After you select your document, click the Security drop-down menu to select the choice that describes your document. You may also be able to add an attachment if the court allows it and the attachment is related to the document you just added. Attachments don't get a file stamp, so if your document needs a file stamp, add it as a new filing instead. After you add all your filings, click the Service button to pick service contacts you want to send an electronic copy of the documents you file. You can also add yourself as a service contact so other parties can send you an electronic copy of documents they file in the case. If you don't want to send your documents to any service contacts or add yourself as a service contact, click the Skip to Fees button to move to the Fees page. For this example, we'll click the Service button. The Service page is where you'll find the email service list for the case. By default, all contacts will be checked for service. If you do not want to serve someone listed on this page, uncheck the box next to their name. There are 3 ways to add an email to a case service list. If you have a firm account, the From My Firm button lets you add emails from your firm's service contact list. The From Public List button, when available, lets you add service contacts from a publicly available list of email addresses. This option is the only method that should be used to add contacts other than yourself or your firm. Check your local court's rules and state laws to make sure you can serve using this method. Incorrect service might cause problems later in your case. The Add New Contact button, when available, lets you type in the name and email address of a new service contact. If you want to receive notifications when filings are entered into the case, you should use one of these options to add yourself or your firm as a contact. Let's click the Add New Contact button. On the Add Service Contact pop-up, click into the Parties drop-down menu to choose which party the contact goes with. Enter information into the fields above the red boxes. For time purposes, I've already filled out the required information. From here, we'll scroll down the page and click the Save button. To make sure the contact has been added, select the Click to Expand link. At the lower right-hand corner, click Fees to move to the next page. Click each of the drop-down menus to pick an option. You must select an option for any field that has a red star or red box underneath. You must always pick a payment account to use, even if there are no fees. If you haven't added a payment account, you won't be able to move forward. You will need to leave the filing to add a payment account, then go back to your draft to finish it. Please watch the How to Add a Payment Account video if you need help. Filing attorney is the attorney sending the envelope to the court. The party responsible for fees is usually the party the documents are filed for. After you fill out the required fields, click the Calculate Fees button to see the total fees. Or click the Summary button to review the filing, including the fees. The Return Date section sets the deadline that the other party must respond by. Beside the return date, you can click the Verify button. If needed, a date will appear in the field. This is the earliest response deadline allowed by court rules for your case type. You can change this to a later date if needed. If the other party is outside the state, click the Out-of-State Service checkbox before clicking the Verify button. If no date appears after you click the Verify button, the court rules for your case type do not use this function. Next, let's click on the required checkbox for the submission agreements. Then scroll down. The summary page lets you review the envelope before you send it to the court. Review each section by scrolling down the screen. If you need to make any changes, click the pencil button to the right of the section you need to change. To send your envelope to the court, click the Submit button. Choose a hearing date by clicking the circle to the left of the date and time you want. Click the Save button after you pick a date. If you do not need a hearing date, click the Do Not Schedule button. If you are not sure whether a hearing date is needed, call the division or suburban district where the case is being filed. Contact information is available on the clerk office's website, www.cookcountyclerkofcourt.org. Your envelope has now been e-filed with the court. You will get an email to let you know your envelope was sent to the court, and you will get another email when the court accepts or rejects your documents. This completes the filing into an existing case in Cook County video. Thank you for viewing.